Good evening. We are headed out on a search and rescue call, and this is a private search and rescue call, not through the sheriff's department like normal, but the sheriff's department does know I'm headed out here and doing this in the general area I'm going. That way, if I get into trouble and need some help or anything like that, they already kind of know what's going on. As you can see, no one's driven out here in quite a while. We're heading out towards Cascade Lakes Highway, the backside of Wickiup Reservoir area generally. So I had a father call me. He's actually up in Portland, about 3 hours away, but he got a message from his son, who is out here in the backside of Wickiup Reservoir somewhere, and his son was able to get a message out that he's stuck and sounds like winch broke. Not too much more information than that. So the father called me. He gave me the general area where he thinks his son is. He's got a tracking device on his son's phone, and he was able to tell which way he went in, but with spotty service back there, it doesn't show where he's at now. So I'm going in the same direction he went in here, and hopefully head out the same way he did and pick up his tracks at some point, and then track him into where he is to find him is kind of the goal here. So we're gonna get here a little farther, unload the track Jeep, and go from there and see what we can find. All right, we are at the end of the open road. At that sign right there, the road's actually closed for the winter to all wheeled vehicles. You can still go out there and snowmobiles and stuff like that, but there's no gate, so people drive out there sometimes, and they're not supposed to, but it happens, and sometimes they get stuck, and then we gotta go get them. So I'm parked over here where the snowmobiles normally unload and park. This is like super icy, and we're gonna get the track Jeep unloaded, go out from here. It looks like we're about another 18 to 20 miles away from where this dude, oh, whew, that was close. About another 18 to 20 miles away from where this dude's at, and we'll try not to fall down before we get there. All right, we're off the trailer, put it in high range. Let's head down the road. This is a staging area where people park and unload their snowmobiles. Then head out here on those. You can see there's the road closed sign, and then this is where they just stop plowing it, and then it's snowmobile territory from here. Let's go see what we find. Okay, so the problem is we've got a light dusting of snow over the top of everything here just recently, and there's still a little snow coming down right now, so that's gonna make it real hard to tell the fresh tracks from the older ones, but hopefully as we get out a little farther and the snow softens up some, we'll be able to tell. And now me coming out here by myself is not the most super ideal thing either, but welcome to my life. I've got a whole bunch of survival gear with me. I could comfortably stay in here for a few nights at least. And on top of that, I've got the sheriff's department knows where I am and what I'm doing. I've got locator beacon to keep everyone updated if needed, satellite, all that stuff. So should be fine if anything goes wrong. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we can get this kid out of here. I forgot to mention, it's 10:30 at night, and when I left the truck, it was 19 degrees. So this dude's probably cold. All right, just as I was hoping, we get out here a little farther where snow softens up some, and I can see some fresh tracks. You can see, luckily he came out of the ruts a little bit right here and got onto some of this fresher stuff and left some tracks for us. These are definitely the newest tracks out here. There's only one set of these across this whole road here. There's no other fresh tracks, and there's definitely no other ones that are this same tire. So hopefully that means we're on the right path here. Okay, we are at a big freeway intersection here. And of course, with this fresh dusting of snow, it's hard to see, so I'm gonna walk kind of a circle around these three roads that intersect and try to see if those same tracks take off in either one. Here in the middle, it's so torn up, it's about impossible to tell. So I'm gonna walk and just look for those same tire tracks crossing this and just do a circle around this intersection and hopefully spot them so we know which way to go. easiest to find them in the edge of ruts when you're looking for tracks in the edge of ruts. I think these are them. Yes, they are. See right there, not this hard edge here, but next to it. There. Looks like the same tire. Yeah. But I am going to walk this way and finish my circle just in case there's another set taken off over there. You don't know if someone went up, turned around, and made another decision. So finish the circle all the way around. These are ATV tracks that are much older. And nothing that looks as fresh as those ones, so I think we continue straight. And if you're wondering what all these road signs and stuff are out here, this is all a highway during the summertime. This is 2-lane highway, and there's resorts and roads and lakes and campgrounds out here and all that, but in the wintertime they just leave it for the snow to accumulate. It turns into snowmobile trails, and it's closed to wheeled vehicles. So there's stop signs, road signs, resort signs, campgrounds, because this is like a 55-mile-an-hour highway the rest of the year. Just stopped to look, so I'm seeing these big tracks here, and there's 2 sets of them. Kind of looks like one going in and one coming out. These look like a Tucker Snowcat with the Terra tracks, which are an all rubber track, kind of like a skid steer track. Looks like that's what they are. And that'd be from utility workers or cell tower workers accessing the cell sites and stuff like that out here. So probably what those are for. Those aren't super fresh. Those are a couple days old at least. A Tucker Terra Light with the all rubber tracks and the 8-way blade on the front, Cummins diesel, Allison automatic. That's like my dream snowcat, but they're very, very expensive, so that's probably not going to happen until that Tucker sponsorship comes through. For now, we'll just stick with the old Jeep on tracks. Now that we're past all the bad rut stuff and this snow's so hard, actually making some really good time. We're doing about 25 miles an hour, just cruising easy, so not bad at all. Okay, we are out to the main highway, and I'm thinking we need to go this way through these road closed signs. And sure enough, there's those same tire tracks. So let's go. I see taillights. Looks like right in the middle of the road. Oh no, he might be off to the side. Yeah, right in the middle of the road. So he just sitting on top of that crust just fine until he finally broke in, and game over. Well, he's alive, that's a good start. Let's go see what's going on.
I was just gonna leave that up to you, whether you want to leave this here.
How much gas do you have?
Not much.
Like
I don't know if I'd be able to get up to South Century or wherever.
Well, I've got 5 gallons with me. Let's get you turned this way and going.
Okay, you think it would be better going this way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were trying to get turned around and then my winch broke.
Yeah. I'll get you headed this way, and we'll go. If you run out of gas, we'll put this 5 gallons in and try to get you out to the road.
Okay.
All right, we got the kinetic rope hooked up. We're gonna just pull them around here. Try not to tip them over. He's frozen in place pretty good. go. Now I'm going to try to get back over into these tracks and get him back on this hard pack where he was doing fine. Okay. Got him pulled out of there. A little harder pull than I was actually expecting. I didn't want to back in for high. I didn't want to yank too hard sideways because I have rolled tires off the bead before pulling hard on them sideways. And I've also come real close to tipping a rig over on its side one time, yanking on its side with a kinetic rope. So I was trying to pull as easy as I could sideways, but I had to get more in line with them and pull them straight forward with a little bit of a tug to pop him out of where he was, and then we were fine. So he stays on top of this fairly decent. It's getting colder, so he should. We'll see how far he makes it out. I have an extra 5 gallons of gas. He's very low, but I'm at still, I've only burned like 1/8 of a tank, so I'd be good to give him my 5 gallons and still make it back. After the Land Cruiser adventure, my new rule of thumb on gas is once I burn 1/3 of a tank, it's turnaround time. I don't want to do that ever again. Alright, he made it around the tree. I was hoping he wouldn't get pulled into the ditch. I mean, I guess he already made it once, so. You see the snow is so hard, he's just sitting right on top of it. It's kind of made it hard to track him out here because it wasn't leaving much of any tracks. See where someone got stuck pretty good here. Tore it all up. But we're still cruising along just fine. I'm trying to stay off over in the soft stuff. Okay, we're getting back towards the truck, and this snow is hard as a rock. Like, just sliding across the top of it, which is crazy since I'm on tracks. I try to get in those ruts over there, and it's even worse. So, I'm just taking it easy. I know it looks like I'm going a lot faster than I am, but we're just cruising. Okay, back on the pavement. Back to the truck. Alright, got the Jeep loaded back up, put my extra 5 gallons of gas in their Jeep so they could make it home with no problems because they were really low. Everything went good on this one. That was a 38-mile round trip, and now that I took this to the shop and they got it running right and it's getting better mileage, I only burned 1/3 of a tank on that whole thing. So very much improvement, way more power. I've got a 25-mile-an-hour comfortable cruise speed on the snow, which is super impressive, I think. Top speed of 35-40, 30-35 comfortable cruise speed on the pavement. Obviously in deep powder you're not going to be doing 25 or heavy wet snow, but in good decent snow 25 is an easy comfortable. So cover a lot of ground really quick. Happy with that. Everything seems to be fairly tuned in on it. I don't want to jinx myself, but either way, that was a pretty simple job once we got him pulled out. He was definitely where he shouldn't have been. He screwed up. He knows it. His winch broke. That's why you don't use those foreign winches, just gonna say. That's what's stranded him there. So got him pulled out back here, headed home. I'm gonna head home and go to bed, which means that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.